Greetings, boys and girls. I'm Andy Dion from ZL Entertainment, and today we're here for another episode within Supermarket Simulator. I swear it just felt like I recorded this a couple of days ago, but nope, it's already been a week. I was hoping to get up to 150k at the very least, but I was not able to do that. And we can go over here and see how much we need to get the next spot. So as you can see, I did kind of actually want 200k just to have a little bit extra. So yeah, I'll probably be able to buy it right after this one. I won't because we'll need about 3 or 4 thousand just to restock everything. Fun fact, by the way, it's probably one of the hottest days in summer. So it is supposed to be 105 degrees Fahrenheit today, and my room is almost always 10 degrees hotter usually. So yeah, it's really hot in my room without being able to have the fan on. But most regrettably, my fan is right in front of my microphone, or rather behind it, I should say, so it would blow right onto the mic. I need to get like a microphone desk stand or something and have it like kind of like in front of me. Instead, I have it off to my left side, right by the fan, so that's why I usually keep the fan off when I record. But yeah, I might have to actually quickly turn it on every few moments. So I was gonna do something with this row right here, but I don't remember what I was going to do. There is this extra space here, so I can move this stuff over. I probably won't do that because we're gonna be able to buy one more. Well, that is 2 in-game days because I want to make some money. I'll have this full row here, over here, and then I'll start adding stuff like this, and then all the way down to this, over down here. Not sure how much I can have here. Probably, I think these are slightly bigger. No, these are the same size. Wait, no, these two things are the same thing. They're not double the size of these, but maybe 1 3/4, 1.5, maybe probably 1.5. So I could probably fit 2 over here, which means these 2 would be over here, and it would just be these 2 left. This one, though, as you can see, is something we need to take care of. So, of course, this whole row will be going back over here. What I could do is get rid of this, put it like over here or something, and bring this all the way over here. That would be 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'd only have these 2 left. So I would need a row of 6. Yeah, well, I mean, that makes sense. That's what it was before. But I'm most likely going to only have 4. So what I would need to do, because this is 12, I would have 3 of these. Sounds fair enough. It's gonna be quite some time before I get all that taken care of, because there's not really a need to right now. It does look a little weird though. I suppose what I could do is take this row and move it somewhere else, maybe like over here for now, and then move these over to do the 4 I want to do. If I did that, I would have to take this and put it over on this side, and I would move it over just a little bit, but not much. Well, actually, I would move it over this way a little bit, because there's about this much too much room. This much too much. That's proper English for you, don't you know? Theoretically, we don't even need something on... We don't need a walkway here. We could just have them walk this way instead. So I could move this over. Yeah, I would want the 4th one to end like right around here or something. I suppose we could try. I'm just gonna do these while I think. So Ethan, he wants some sugar. We've got some flour. We're gonna get some Kofei. Where is all this stuff now? Pepper. Toilette paper. Looks good. And then a keg. Was it this one? Yep. That emptied out almost right away. If I remember right, this guy was just right straight down here. Colon. Just over there. Oh, that must be the new one. I don't remember anybody being over there when I checked the map. Alright, colon, you want wine, yogurt, and food cat. Here we go, some yogurt, wine, there we go. That should be good. It is very hot in my room right now. I would say a bit too much. It's basically, technically more like a sauna in here. That's actually what it's more like. Alexa, I believe she was down here. Yep, so that's okay. We have Sarah. That was the new one that popped up. So as you can see, we have the amount of money that we need to buy the next space. We also have enough money to get any of the items we may need. Or not may need, but we will need to restock all the goods that we have. Got some chipes. Not that one apparently. Yes. And sushi. A lot of it. Yeah, the thing that sucks about being too hot for me is I've recently noticed myself getting like really dizzy if I get too hot. So, yeah, not a fun time. And Sarah, water, milk, ham, cheese, no bread though. There's pasta. That's a bread that's been really hardened, unless you make it yourself from scratch. All right, let's see. Everything is back there except for this. And now we can get bottled water, the cheese, the ham, the milk, and a book. Cool. Let's quickly get this going. What am I looking for? Yes, it is in here. Oh, I had it on already. Whoopsies. I am gonna see how much money is taken away from me for having to pay all the crap that I'm gonna have to pay. And then I'll probably get it later. And that's why we have so much things considered expensive. Alright, chips, bleach, spaghetti, honey. Chips, bleach, spaghetti, honey. Chips, bleach, spaghetti, honey. Chips, bleach, spaghetti, and honey, also known as bleach. There we go. And now I'm just gonna come back when I have all this stuff taken care of. So, yeah. It's gonna take another hour and a half. I might not do that though, honestly. I might just like try and play as soon as possible. And just let it, just let my need to get more and more of this stuff go up. Alright, I am back. I did not get anything for the storage. Yeah, I'll worry about that later. For now, we might as well just get this. And then we have 3 each. I mean, if I could make enough money to get at least 1 per episode, that would be okay. Preferably if I could get all 3 of these, that would be awesome. Like, by the next episode. But so far, like, I mean, I don't want to play this, like, the whole, like, every single day, just non-stop. And even if I did, I would definitely not get enough for all this, which would be about 2, 4, 5, 50, about 580,000 for all 3 of these. Let's see. Interesting. When we get that one, there's going to be 5 left. Oh yeah, these are 5 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is like technically the last one in the store itself, though. Even though it looks like two sets of three, it's really more of a one last one kind of thing. All right. Well, that time with fan on while waiting for them to stock has only made the heat feel even hotter. By the way, I never finished this after they remade everything for the grid system, that is. I really do want to get that last one now that I know that is. Because if I get that, then I can set up the refrigerated section here, and I can just put the refrigerated section all the way back there. I might even get some more and just have more of certain items. Like the cheese, there doesn't seem to be a lot of room for the cheese, so I might do double of the cheese stuff. So instead of having one, I might have two for each one, which would then bring it out to here. Would be pretty much three with one little small section by itself. And I would probably just put this in there, since that seems to be decent enough. Especially since I'm not going to be selling those until it goes back up to a proper price. Anything less than 13 I lose money on, and currently it's at 6. So, yeah. So that's one thing I could up the stuff to. Then we have stuff like this stuff that I could possibly bring up. I'm not sure. How much do I need for that? I think it's 172. How much can I get from this now? Yeah, if I take out these 3 loans, I can get it right now. Which I honestly kinda want to do. Just to have it taken care of right now. But I don't think I'm gonna do that. I might do that for like the last one or something. At 300. Let's get some of these taken care of. She's like right over on the other side of this wall, apparently. Got some olive oil. Got some brown sugar. There it is. Soda. Prosciutto. And to-do. One. Grand. I'm just gonna wrap around. And since I'm here, I'll show off what happens if you enable or disable stuff, you can also see it disabled here. I might have shown it off once before, but either way, I thought it was pretty interesting. Simon. He's on the other side where I can wrap around. So we want some cake. I would love some cake. So far I only have like it's the type of cake that is a mug cake, that's what it is. It's alright for what it is, but it's nowhere near as good as what a proper cake should be or is. But it's better than nothing, especially if you haven't had cake in a long damn time. Alright, but hey, at least I know we have ice cream, and interesting enough, my dad got Neapolitan, and I usually don't like the strawberry stuff, but this time I did. In the summertime, it seems to be way more refreshing than I ever thought before. And it was, I don't know, it was a really good ice cream for a change. I don't know if like the cocoa powder in it was just the right amount for the chocolate. The vanilla was just the right amount of vanilla. I didn't even taste the strawberry, honestly. I think that one melted almost right away. And there's the other one, Josie. No, wait, Josie is over there. Alright, got cereal, Indeedly. I don't know why I do that kind of thing sometimes. Alright, we also want powdered chocolate, which I think is here. Potatoes mashed. All of them. And some food of the dog. It almost sounds like you're saying hair of the dog. And then a triangle cleaner. We're gonna be getting 4 days in game, which I guess that's technically what it usually is. Leona. Interesting. That's really close to the state name for the GTA 6 game. Just add an itis at the end and then you got it. With that in mind, what was GTA 3 and 4's like? Liberty City. Wasn't it just Liberty? Because it's, it's based on New York City, and so with that, it's New York City, New York, so technically it would be Liberty City, Liberty. That is, it's kind of interesting. Took me out of doing this game thinking about that. I think I actually heard that on a YouTube video, which I thought was interesting. So it wasn't like I completely thought of it. It was more of like I remembered what I heard. But still, it's a cool thing. Alright, I don't think all the customers are gone yet, so I am gonna go back. Also, I think I forgot to turn the cream back on. Looks like we have this one dude left. Let's turn it back on. And I'm gonna quickly do this. There we go. That section is taken care of. Let's see if I can put this away yet. Nope. Somehow I bought 2 of those that I didn't need. So, I don't really have many leftover boxes, so that's quite nice. I'm kind of trying not to do that anymore, like even with 1. That's pretty cool. There we go. They don't fill up sections if there's only 1 left, sometimes even 2. Kind of weird, I just honestly do not feel like talking. Oh boy. Yep, spent 150. Chicken beer soup chips. Chicken beer soup chips. Chicken beer soup chips. Chicken, damn, beer. I'm gonna keep that there because any less and I get I make no more money. Sometimes like stuff like that I will just do that. That's what I did with this. When it kept going down, I would just keep it at this, and then eventually it went to like 11 and then 9, I believe, 8 or 9, and then once again down to 6. So if this does that, I'll actually eventually make that not available. And the only thing with soup in the name is this. So that's almost 9. It's a little bit, usually I like to do about 85 or above. So if it was at 185, I would keep it at 2. Normally I would put $1 under if it's below the 85 mark. But yeah, as you guys can tell, that would lose me money. So we're not going to do that. I don't think we're gonna, in fact, I know we're not gonna get how much we need for this. So most regrettably, we do not have that to look forward to. We do not have any chicken. I'm basically just going to get things I need to fill this stuff up. Because I honestly, it's just too hot to like worry about much of this stuff for tonight, and not being able to have my fan on. So what I plan on doing is just getting things I literally need, and then just letting them, you know, just kind of just going with that. And then next time I hope to have everything, well, obviously by next episode we'll definitely do that. I'm going to pause now and wait for them to finish though, so that way we can still get 2 more in-game days. Alright, we're back. I literally just bought things that we really needed and was kind of about to go out of stock back there, and I literally just bought it this way, and since I have it where they don't pick anything up on the floor, I have to put it into the truck, drive away for a bit, and then drive back. It's quite simple. We made about 10K in actually, I guess it's been 2 days. I'm trying to think if I don't think I made that much money. Yeah, usually it's 20K per day, but I didn't really get any orders yesterday in game, of course. Yeah, I don't know. Usually I make 10K after like actually I can't remember if it's 10K I make after restocking everything I need or if it's before. I think it's before. It's usually about 10 to 11K that I make. It's not a lot. Maybe there's like a way to make more money that I don't somehow know about, but for now, like, I basically have all the prices set to the point where I'm not doing like $1 under like I used to. Like, I'm having it as a set up as high as I possibly can. To be fair, I don't need to have it all at like $1 kind of thing anymore. I could just do the max possible. So instead of something, or I could do it in 50 cent increments because I'm not doing the checkout stuff anymore, so I don't have to worry about getting that kind of thing. So I might do that. I doubt it'll help all that much, but like for something like this, I could totally just do 850. So instead of doing like 15 cents, I would have to do maybe half for the 50 cent mark. And that's just fine, you know. For this, that's good. That is so close to being a 6. It's like a few cents away. But yeah, I mean, I think I could just do it like this, and maybe it'll help me make a little bit more money, but I don't know if it will. Wow, that actually, I'm hardly making anything on that, so that's a good idea. I thought about doing this. Heh. A decent profit. I mean, if it has to be so small of amount, then it might as well be that. Already got 3 orders. There, of course, is a time limit, but I'm sure I'll have this taken care of before I can worry about that. Oh wow, this can go up. And that's why I like to sometimes check the prices randomly, because stuff like this can happen where you realize something could be more expensive than you had it. So far, there's not many changes. I still think that's way too much for a cake. A small one at that. 6.5. 369, that's an interesting amount. 31.5. Yeah, I don't know if this will help much. Probably not. We'll see if I get more than 10 or 11K from doing all this. It'll probably only be like a few $100s. Most likely not worth it. But who knows till we do it. it's getting to the point where I might have to start thinking about getting the goods for the people. So I'm gonna end right before we get to the freezer section. Alright, and one more for now. Alright, so we want, oh, this one's about to end, so let's get the next one. Alright, so let's see, we need cake, sugar cane. I mean, if it was close to 9, then the timer would be stuck and it wouldn't really matter. But yeah, as you can tell, I wouldn't have been able to get what I needed. Alright, so this dude is right around the block, so we're gonna do a circle around. While I'm doing this, I'm kind of actually, like, the little breaks in between waiting for them to finish up. Oh, it said Briar, not Brian. But the breaks I'm taking waiting for, like, the stuff and junk, I'm actually watching some of my past streams because I've been thinking on just doing streams instead, which is kind of weird and ironic because I never liked the idea of streaming, and neither did my best friend, or one of them. And now they stream like 3 times a week, even though they already have a job, so it's like a lot of work, really. It's a lot of work streaming, even though a lot of people don't realize that. Well, it's not the hardest thing ever to do, of course. It's just, it's a lot more work than people give it credit for. A lot of times people misuse the words hard and time consuming, because just because something is time consuming doesn't mean it's difficult. Okay, that's it, I guess. Thought I had more than that. I know one disappeared. I thought I had 1 or 2 more. They must have disappeared. I thought I did see like a message up in this area. A second message. Maybe I only had 1 more. But yeah, one of my best friends is doing stream stuff, and I've been thinking on doing the same for the past year. Like not only all of this year, but part of last year as well. A lot of last year. Because the way I do things now just seems to would be better as a stream. I don't know if I'm going to do that quite yet. But, so like things like what I consider my primary Let's Plays, which I haven't done since 2023, August of 2023, which I do want to finally finish the game I was playing, which was the Walking Dead full series. I'm like on the final season, and I just want to get that taken care of. I'm like halfway through that, actually, of the first episode. I like recorded an hour and I recorded all this stuff, like all those episodes, like almost all at once. I keep forgetting to turn that off. We made 12K. Is there anything missing? Like, Are we like so down and out of goods that we're just completely missing stuff, or is we all good? Looks like we are doing good. Can we do this one yet? Nope. What about this? Yep. Good number. Everyone says so. I think I can just do this. So we made 12, almost 13,000 and a total of 8K profit. Usually it's 6, so yeah, I think either it was just a really good day or we made about 2,000 more than normal. Compact cake. Compact cake. Now that I'm doing that, it doesn't go down as much. So let's see, this can stay. So for a change, I will be here, not waiting for them. But once this is all taken care of, then I'll wait outside. But yeah, the whole streaming thing, I don't know how I would feel about the main Let's Plays I do. Almost could do 5. I don't know how I feel about doing the main Let's Plays as a stream yet, but like the secondary type of games I do, kind of like this that I have been doing, I feel like that stuff like this can just be a stream, because I usually do them on the weekends, and so I kind of feel like streaming on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday would kind of be the way to go. The only problem with something like that is I cut a lot of stuff out of a game like this, and by that I mean I just hit the pause recording button or macro that I have set up, and then I just don't record like an hour and a half worth of junk. Mostly because I figure, I don't want it. Oh, this went down. This must have been down a long time ago, but not so far, so heavily priced where people were complaining or anything. So yeah, games like this, well, maybe not like, oh, this went down pretty far as well. Not exactly games like, not this game, I don't think, but I do believe games like this. Hopefully that makes sense. As in other simulator games, the Tycoon game, the Roller Coaster Tycoon that I will be getting back to eventually. Games like that. When I go to House Flipper 2, which I actually do have, well, my friend has it, so I'll be playing it eventually. In fact, I'm going to do that after I finish Roller Coaster Tycoon. After this game, I was planning on doing a... Oh yeah, that's right, I have 2 sections of those things. After the Roller Coaster Tycoon, after this game, I was planning on doing this, it's a, what is it? It's It's kind of like a motel simulator where you basically inherit a motel and then you work your way up to having a really nice place. And one of my best friends told me about it, the one that's streaming nowadays, and I just kind of was like, oh, this game is pretty damn cool. I ended up liking it way more than they did, and I think it was last year, 2025, was when I played it like a lot. I was playing it quite a lot back then, as if 1 year was long enough to use the term back then. But yeah, I was just playing it all the time. One of my favorite YouTubers was have one of their playthroughs. I think they were doing City Skylines at the time, so I'd just play their new episode while just playing my game. It's a fun game though, so that is a game I am planning on doing after this, actually. And I could definitely see that being a good streaming game. I think after I'm done finishing this game, I will start streaming all the rest of the other games. It really does make the most sense. Maybe not the most dollars. Yeah, see how far this would have to come down, even if I did the... Yeah, I don't know. Either way, I like this 50 cent type thing I've been doing, especially for stuff like this, where I can make a bit more money. I almost want to give the actual price for those. Look at that, now I can actually make more than 7 cents on that one. But yeah, so the secondary games will all be, oh, that went down pretty far. Secondary games will definitely be streamed eventually. I don't know if I'm going to do Roller Coaster Tycoon as a stream, since I already started that game. So I think once I get back into that game, I'm just going to do the normal stuff I have been. Any game that I've already started, I will have to finish the way I started it. That's just how I am. Well, and you want to keep consistency, because consistency, if I will say it properly, which I did finally. Another cool thing with streaming is regular videos that I do on YouTube. Once I play it, I kind of don't want to play it again for a long time. Is that an 87? I think it is. I can just do 21. But yeah, regular games like that, I don't want to play for quite some time. But with streaming, it doesn't really matter if you just play a game over and over, even if you beat it. The streaming environment is a little bit different. It was a bit annoying when I would try going into streams and nobody would talk with you, and the person doing the stream wouldn't. And I'm not even talking about the big streamers who, I think I could technically do 150 now. But yeah, I'm not really talking about the big streamers who, like, obviously they're not going to pay any attention to you because they're big. I'm talking about like small streamers like even me who for some reason maybe they didn't know that talking with people who comment is the thing that you're kind of supposed to do if you're going to do streaming. Everybody wants to be acknowledged if they're. That's usually the test when somebody enters is if they actually answer. And that's just not even my own test. That's like most people I know who go to streams do that. I'll probably, if I remember, I'll probably link to my friend's YouTube channel because we are planning on doing some streams together. I was gonna do normal YouTube videos, but now that I'm thinking on streaming more serious than I had thought about it previously, I might actually end up streaming stuff instead. I don't know. I haven't really thought it through, at least for this part. This took way more work than I thought it would. The heat mixed with the incessant talking has dried out my whole mouth and is getting pretty hard to talk. Just have the books left and then we should be good. Alright, we're almost done with this. Just 3 more books. 4 more books. This is gonna be just 11. And I am done. I am gonna wait outside. I am gonna first actually do something. I'm gonna get rid of this finally. And we'll see if I had to get more stuff. And we're gonna have to get a few things, it looks like. Alright, I decided to come back pretty early. I got really bored. Oh, that's good. We're done here. I got really bored. I just want to kind of get the episode taken care of since it's just still too hot and it's kind of nighttime. I want to get things going. So, in case you guys are wondering if you ever want things set up how I do it, which I doubt many people would, you can set things up. You can do this and they will still do their job, and you don't have to have them pick everything up if you want to make sure that the storage stays the way that you would like it to have it. As you know, I like to, there's like one left of something, I like to get it off the shelf because it's wasting space pretty much. So all I do is I just back it up. This is usually far enough. Honestly, I'm not sure how far I would need to go, but I think right at the three-way intersection would probably be good enough. And yes, it costs double to do it this way, but I was just like, I'm tired. I don't want to. There was a lot more stuff I needed than I thought, but not too much. So it was right at the sweet spot, so to speak, that I could just order it and not really care too much. So yeah, that's kind of all I do is just wait for them to do their job. Sometimes I'll drive like right down here if I have it here, which I don't do this all that much. It's only recently that I've started doing that. Mostly this episode actually is when I've started doing this. Alright, so we just need 8 of these. Oh, that was one of those bigger ones. Okay, that should be good enough. And we just only need one more of these now. And there's going to be a few there, which will be 4. So I'll be able to take 12 of these. And one more. Let's see if I can do it right about here. I'm guessing it's a bit of a radius around. I don't know how far the radius is, but going right there instead of back there seems to be good enough. Honestly, I think I could just go back there and be good enough. There's still too much to start the day, but the time is starting to run out on the video. If I start it now, we'll be over only, well, it'll be an hour and 10 minutes, and that's usually how much I do this for. So there we go. The day has started. This is going to be an interesting bit. I think I can just start putting this stuff in here and they will just ignore it. But at the very least, it will be here. And as you can see, they got it all taken care of. I just need one more of the big ones. We have, oh, we do have one more. I was gonna say that we didn't have any more. And that's an interesting one. Don't think I ever had this configuration before. If I did, I never really noticed. I usually don't pay attention. Just need 4 more. Alright, let's see if staying in this block instead of going past the stuff is good enough. It is. But they're already really busy with having to restock stuff, so one of the problems doing it this way but whatever. Let's go get this taken care of. She's just around the corner a bit. So we have sugar over here. We've got the 6-pack here. Moose cut is over here. And the Wesh cleaner is right here. Well, they got pretty far in taking care of that, but not as much as I would like. That's good. Now we can, I'm going to start putting the rest of the stuff into the back. Looks like there's only one left. I don't think I'll be able to get all this stuff in here. I'm still waiting for someone to take the last box in here. Because some of these boxes I won't be able to place down. Well, let's see. Okay, I can. Is any of you guys going to take the box from the truck? Or am I gonna just have to try and reload it, so to speak? If I could have someone specifically working on stuff here, that would be very much nice. Alright, let's get this here. If they took the box, I would be able to put, I think, 3 of these here. Now let's go get this stuff. Henry, you've got some hot sauce coming your way. Some bread. Pizza, not Tony though. Water. And nope, one more. Oh, it was out. Okay. And then I think it was this one. Okay, where was this guy? I already forgot. I think it was over here somewhere. Looks like they haven't taken it out of the truck yet. So I'm gonna have to drive it away a bit and come back. I think it was over here somewhere. No, okay. Be able to go down this little alleyway. It's an interesting area to go. Down on this side. Sometimes you'll see them over in that area. Like right there. It's kind of rare, actually, now that I think about it. I've only seen it 2 or 3 times. Finking. I'm gonna finking you. Oh, looks like they took it. And we didn't need it, apparently. No, that shouldn't be true, because I only got... If I needed like 2 or 3 of something, I would only get like 1. Alright. Excuse you. Oh, that was cool. I'm glad I got that. So that actually reminds me, one time when I stopped, I hit this, and I would always get out of the car when I hit it. And I hit it, got out of the car, and when I was jumping out of the car, I landed onto this thing. That time I landed on top of the truck, so that is pretty damn cool. But, really? I think I must have meant to get that one then. Yeah, I think that's what I meant to do. Whoops. I didn't mean to get 2 of those. And this can go here. Now they're just taking it from the truck and going over here. Those must have been some of the ones that I needed right away, because this time I didn't just get the stuff in here right away and then work on there. I just kind of did everything at the same time. So we need some penne pasta. I love pronouncing it like that. Fries of the French. French fried really just means something fried in the French way, which was deep fry actually. So fun little fact on that. And it's 9, so the timer is done. It's nice that we're at 30K already, so that's good. So we'll have about 4 minutes left. Oh wow, another one already. That's why I haven't. That's why it's surprising, because once again I forgot to turn this on. So Jake, you're all the way over where that one guy was, and the girl is all the way on the other side. Oh, good, they got everything there finally. So I might as well get this right away. Not that. Got book, cleaner since this is closer, and some disgusting crab sticks. Seen a mud crab the other day. Terrible creatures. Alright, got about 2 more minutes before we can end the episode and this in-game day, and honestly another 2 hours before this day is over and I have to start working on getting this uploaded. I don't do intros and outros on my videos anymore. One of the reasons why I'm thinking that streaming is probably just the way for me to go now. Laya. Some potatoes, some sugar. Not sure why sugar is pronounced with an H in there, but whatever. Potato papes. Take all of them. I was looking at the yogurt for a second, thought I had too much. Don't know why I do that. Alright, Elia. And that was the last customer, I believe. We might have one more. One of the reasons why I don't like this, the audio in this game is, I think I mentioned it in the previous episode, but you can hear the person talking and it sounds, it's on the upper end, and it sounds like it's just like in your house. It doesn't sound like background sound in a town or anything. Alright. Probably doesn't matter, I still don't know, but I am going to go back and enable the one food, and whether that is necessary or not, I don't know, but I'm still going to do it, and I'm going to hope they finally bring the price up on the cream. Alright. Did not make that much money, but that's because I had a lot of stuff to buy. Turco PB Durian. Turco PB Durian. Turco PB Durian. And that should be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And I will see you guys next week when I hope we'll have enough to get this at the very least. And after that, I'm going to try my hardest to get enough money for all those. I'm going to get all the loans I possibly can from the bank, which is almost 300,000. It's like 275 or something like that. Also, once we get that, I will move all of these back up against the wall. And I will move all this stuff over a little bit. And I think that's about all I can think of for this stuff. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Love you all. Peace to you. And as always, stay safe.